It's a dual electrode brain scan machine. It reads your brainwave activity. So I'll wear this while I'm working on music a lot of time and scan my own brain states and see what the kind of states that it puts you in when you're making music. And I actually have been experimenting with using it as a MIDI controller because all of the parameters in it you're able to output as continuous controller messages in real time. So I eventually want to use this headset to control lighting rigs, to control visual imagery, to control filter sweeps on my synths for live. It's more about learning how to use it, if you know what I mean. It's like, you know, experimenting with in training to certain brain states. One of my sort of hobbies is I've done a lot of research on photic and auditory driving, which are two really interesting, naturally occurring things that happen in loads of different indigenous music. It's continual stimuli of a certain frequency, and it's always very small frequencies. And what people do is they entrain to that particular brain state that they're being stimulated with, either by photic flashing or by auditory sound. This goes back to, I mean, like, indigenous rituals performed by shaman in the Peruvian Amazon and stuff. They would beat a drum at a certain number of wave cycles per second, usually 4 to 6 wave cycles per second, which is in brain state, which is theta brain state, which is a very creative brain state. And then they'd have someone else, while the shaman was beating the drum, flaming, fanning the flames on a fire at the same time, at the same speed, and people would all eventually entrain into this brain state. In modern club culture and in seeing modern club events and modern rave events and things like that, you're seeing people entrain to the same brain state. You've got strobes, you have lighting that everyone's taking in, you have big time photic driving, and the music is auditory driving.
That's why people get so excited for a rock concert and tear up the seats. It's nothing to do with the fact they like Elvis. It's because their metabolism is being governed by the bass and the rhythm and the light. And that's what it's all about. And that's what's interesting with rave and techno culture, is it has reduced down in the West for the first time what is so-called popular music and youth culture to a ritual which admits to and utilizes the most arcane and ancient methods for achievement of altered states and a celebration of that contact with otherness.
Standing in the middle of a dance floor, even if you're on something or if you're not on something, I've had moments where I've just been overwhelmed. Like, you know, that chill feeling you get, like the kind of like, you know, the overwhelmed sensation that something wonderful is going on.
There is something there, there's an energy, a vibe that just draws you to it, and it's like a love. It's just pure, it's love, you know? It's a good feeling.
It definitely gets your soul to a level that you can't reach just by, you know, being normal or being a regular person every day.
After you're dancing for like 10 hours straight, you kind of tend to like transcend your normal capabilities.
When we talk about these altered states of consciousness, we're really talking about changing the way that we perceive time. You're listening to these drums, it's really loud, your whole body's vibrating, and pretty soon you lose track of time, and your rhythm sort of starts to sync up with the rhythm of the drums, and when you're with a group of people and everybody syncs up, then you can connect with everybody on a higher level.
Jesus and the apostles used to do dance rituals, and they used to embody spirit through dance. And the Last Supper was not about sitting down around a table and breaking host, it was about getting together and dancing.
It was a total, like, as close as you can get to God. This is the closest I've ever felt to being with God.
Rave music and techno music and the new dance music is the flowering of new spirituality.
Well, Earth Dance happened last year in October. It was October the 4th, and it was the